Hey, Steve Magnante here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts with a very special Pontiac. This is a 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge convertible tribute. Now keep in mind, in 69, only 108 actual Judge convertibles were built. This is not one of them, but it is a real GTO convertible. We'll get to that in a moment. Now keep in mind, 1969 was a very big year for the Pontiac GTO, and a total of 72,287 were built. But check this out, most of those were hardtops. This is one of only 7,436 actual GTO convertibles built. So like 1 in 9 GTOs in 69 was a drop top, and this is one of them. Now it's very cool. This one has the Hideaway headlights, and something kind of neat and unknown by a lot of folks is that the Hideaway headlights are vacuum operated, and below the bumper is a pair of vacuum pods. Well, on Hideaway only cars, these little block-off grills, they're attractive, are seen to hide the vacuum pod. On an exposed headlight GTO, this is an open area. So little details like that go a long way in separating the good cars from the great cars, or the great ones, as they call the GTO. This does have the standard GTO hood with non-functional but beautiful air scoops. And of course, there's that wonderful dealer-installed hood tachometer, must have on your GTO or Firebird back in the late 60s, early 70s. Okay, let's open the hood and see what we have. And there it is. This is a YS suffix 400 cubic inch Pontiac, painted the correct metallic blue. It's got hooker headers, a nice upgrade over the cast iron pieces. An Edelbrock dual plane intake manifold, Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. The Rochester Quadrajet would be correct, but frankly, they can be somewhat troublesome. So for a nice show driver like this car, the Edelbrock's a fine upgrade. The power brakes up front, of course, there are discs on the GTO. And we have here a Crane Cams vacuum collector. The point of this thing is this has a hydraulic roller cam, which is a little harder than stock. And with the vacuum headlights and vacuum brakes, that canister preserves vacuum and allows those things to work properly at an idle or at a stoplight. So that's a nice little touch under the hood. Now, the upgrades on this car, in addition to the Judge package, which consists of this Orbit Orange or Hugger Orange, if you're a Chevy guy, same paint code, we also have 15-inch Rally 2 wheels. It would have had 14s from the factory, but that's fine. That allows the use of more modern 15-inch radial tires. But again, as a true GTO Judge, or a clone thereof, or correct clone, the trim rings seen on regular GTOs aren't there. That's Judge specific to not have the trim ring, and it's done correctly here. Okay, let's take a peek inside. Before we do that, let's get back to the VIN and the trim tag. We can see here under the hood the 242 right there. That's the body code, proving this is an actual GTO and not a Le Mans or a Tempest wannabe. Okay, let's look inside where we see the Turbo 400 transmission, automatic, with the correct factory console, the correct shift knob, just really well presented. And yes, it is an air-conditioned car, so that's nice on a hot day. You can crank the AC and enjoy top-down cruising with a nice blast of cool air on your legs and face. The interior is properly restored in parchment with a power top. And I always like to check and see if the quarter panels and rest of the car are well restored with any filler or steel. Well, on this one, the magnet tells us we're looking at nice steel quarter panels. That's good stuff. Bodywork is okay. Plastic filler is okay if it's professionally done, but less is more when it comes to plastic filler. And on this car, there's none in the quarters. Very, very nice. And again, the 15x7 Rally 2 wheel, a nice upgrade at the back of the car. And Judge-specific trunk spoiler seen here, which is a must if you're building a GTO Judge. And it is here present and accounted for. Let's look inside the trunk and see what's going on here. Yeah, very nice. Here's the boot cover in that same sort of pearl white parchment color. The trunk mat lifts, and how nice is that? Beautiful. The Zolatone is correctly applied there. And just a nice car from top to bottom. And keep in mind, this is a body on frame, the A-body, Chevelle, GTO, Buick Skylark, Olds 442, etc. So they're very comfortable, great riding cars. But this also has the heavy-duty suspension, and again, front discs, rear drums, 15-inch tires, and a ton of eyeball. It's a great example of a GTO convertible with an added touch on top of the Judge appearance. It's a tribute, but it's a real GOAT convertible, one of like 9 builds, or one of the 9, I should say, of all GTOs made, 9 will be hardtops, 1 will be a convertible like this. Pretty rare stuff in 1969, especially today. So if you want to learn more about this car, go to the High Octane Classics website, and keep in mind that High Octane Classics does offer finance options with as little as 10% down. They'll also deliver the car to your door if you'd like, and they do take trades, late models, classics, you name it, they'll consider it. So again, to learn more, check out the High Octane Classics website.